What's up, guys? So this is another video of a recap of a whole trading week. So I didn't post for about 2 weeks, so this is gonna be for the week of the 3rd of March all the way to the 6th, if I'm not mistaken. On this week, I made approximately $3,400 on the funded account because that was the week where I fortunately got funded and received the funded account. So let's get straight to it. On this trade right here was on Monday. So what I saw was that the market was doing a bearish trend, but it did like a double bottom on this area right here, and then it started going up all the way till it breaks structure. So over here you can see that it officially break the bearish structure that it was making. So it broke this zone over here, it retested this zone. So right there you're confirming that it is gonna change to bullish. So what I saw was at New York Open, this New York Open right here, 9:30 Eastern time. Then you see a retest of this area right here. And then as soon as I saw volume going up to the upside, here was my entry. Even though there was a risky zone in this area, as soon as I saw that it closed as a bullish engulfing over here, it was almost guaranteed that price was gonna go up and break this zone right here. So as you can see, guys, that's what it did. Next candle, straight up after the bullish engulfing, breaking all this zone right here and continuing to the upside. And then it just kept going up. Of course, I just target my 1 to 2.5 to 1 to 3 sometimes. That's all I need from the markets a day. Sometimes a 1 to 2 is even good too as well. So now let's go all the way to Tuesday and see what happened on Tuesday. I think on Tuesday I lost, if I'm not mistaken, but we're gonna verify it. Just let me put it in with a 1 hour time frame so that way it can go a little bit faster. And I'm gonna make another video for the week after this one, which was the week that has just already passed. That week was kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie. I hop on a losing streak. This week was like my best week on this month. The rest of the weeks has been pretty bad, but I'm gonna make a comeback from that losing streak. I'm confident into it. So okay, we're pretty close to New York Open. Um, let's see over here. So I guess I didn't catch this trade right here, and I waited a little bit more because that day I got busy or something. But this is basically the trade that I took this day. I think I got stopped. No, I didn't got stopped out. So I win this day. So this day was another winning day. A 1 to 2 risk to reward. Pretty good trade. Basically same thing. Searching for a bullish trend and following the trend. So this was basically a retracement because there's no like major zone in this area. Basically put a fib from this level to this level. So you started at the beginning of the move, towards the end of the move, went all the way down, touched this area, rejected it, then it made like a little support zone over here, rejected this area, and it kept going up. It was kind of hard to hold this trade just because it was kind of choppy in this area, but it is what it is. We end up winning this day, and then I think I decided to trade London this day just because my confidence was way too up because I was on a good winning streak, and that's dangerous because when you're in a winning streak, especially a 12, 13 day winning streak, it is pretty hard to not let your ego get into it. So I think that's what happened to me after this week. So I decided to trade London over here, and I think it didn't win as planned. Oh, it did. That's crazy. So that put me right here at a $3,000 profit for the week by Tuesday, which was pretty good. And then I think Wednesday was the day that I lost 3 trades in a row, which put me at a loss of about $4,000. So I lost all the profit that I made in these 2 days plus $1,000 more. And that was pretty bad. So that is the whole point of this. Don't let your ego get into you as soon as you start winning, because that's when you start committing mistakes. Over here, it was a pretty good entry. I'm not gonna lie. Rejection of this zone right here. I was expecting price to go touch this zone again, but nope. Price decided to go all the way up. And me, instead of following the volume to the upside, even though this on long term it was a bullish trend, I was trusting that it was gonna, since it break this zone, I was trusting that it was gonna retest this area right here to keep going to the downside. But it is what it is. The market didn't want to act like I wanted to, and I decided to trade over here again, which I think it was the Fibonacci level. Yep. As soon as I wanted to see a rejection in this area, it didn't happen. It blew me all the way out. So I was okay. I'm gonna wait a little bit more. Let's see if it rejects over here, even though it didn't make that much sense to reject over here. But I decided to overtrade this day and end up losing instead of following the volume all the way up. So I ended up losing $4,000 in that day, which was pretty bad. It put my psychology in not a good state, to be honest. And next day, let's see what happened. I think I traded Tokyo just to recover a little bit of the losses. And I think this trade, yep, it hit take profit. It was a pretty good trade. To be honest, it was just following a retracement, this bullish engulfing over here after like a kind of a double bottom in the 15-minute time frame, and just following the volume right after Tokyo open. This put me back on top, about $1,000 up, because this was a $2,000 trade. So it was not that bad. I was in profit again, and I decided to trade it the next day before New York open, and if I'm not mistaken, didn't play out. Yep, I lost about $1,000 in this trade right here, just because I wanted to follow the trend, even though it has not touched this zone over here. I wanted to anticipate it. Didn't play as I planned, and then what I decided to look forward to, it was a buy, since it was kind of like rejecting this zone right here in the 15-minute time frame, and I didn't see price with the intention of continue going to the downside because of all the things it has done to me previously. So I just decided to see if it was going to reject again this area, and it did. As soon as it rejected this area again, I was like, okay, I'm going to try buying, and it went instantly in profits. This was a great trade, to be honest. I should have held more. I did about $2,000, so that put me at $2,000 profit right there, which is not that bad. So I was just $1,000 off to be back at the point where I was, which was about $3,000 in profit. And then the next day, which was at Tokyo again, I decided to take the same trade. It rejected this area, decided to take the same trade. Boom, retest of this area right here, same trade. And it played out just how I thought it was going to play out. So again, my ego was still all the way up, since I haven't been missing. I was not missing. I was doing amazing. And then the next week, I decided to trade while I was moving to my new house, which I bought my first house. So not everything went as planned. Not everything in life goes good at the same time. Sometimes it's just everything's playing out perfectly, but somewhere around any area in your life is going to be failing a little bit. Not everything is going to be perfect. So I decided to trade against my rules, because everything was playing out good every single day. And this is what happened. I lost. But anyways, guys, if you got all the way to this video, thank you for watching. I'm going to be making the next video about this week. This week was horrible. I lost about, I'm going to let you guys know in the next video how much money I lost this week. But yeah, this is the end of the first week of my funded account. It was about a $3,000 week profit. So that was pretty good. And then the next week is where everything started going to the downfall. But just to give you guys a little bit of idea of what happened with the account, I haven't lost it yet. So still alive. I was about to lose it, but it's still alive. But I'm gonna let all that for the next video. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, and like. Watch my content in TikTok. I post every single day over there. In this account, I try to post at least one time a week. I haven't done it. Sorry. I'm gonna start back doing this consistently. And yeah, hope you guys subscribe, like, and share it with your friends.